of your material in your pupils book. We are in Unit 7 in your original book and Unit 4 in the blended material. Today we are going to discuss some questions of the Ministry of Education exams on your comprehension texts in Unit 7. Let's start with the first comprehension text that talks about the top 10 dream jobs in the UK, and we discussed some of them in that text. If you remember, we talked about an airline pilot, then we moved to a TV and theater actor, then we have a pianist and singer, and the last one was a charity worker. Uh, this is the text, as you can see. It is in your book at the beginning of Unit 7 on page 68, I think. It's in 68. That's right. And you can follow from that place, or if you have the blended material, find it at the beginning of Unit 4. This is the text again, and we have here the questions about it. The first question, read the text quickly and match the jobs with each paragraph. As I told you, you might be asked to match either, here you have jobs, but sometimes you have main ideas, you have titles or headings as they call them. When you have a gap at the beginning of the paragraph, it means that you have to match. But if they ask you to choose the best title for a paragraph or for the whole text, you will not have gaps like these on at the beginning of the paragraphs in the text. So let's start with the first um, job, musician and singer. Which one, sorry, was that? Is it paragraph 1, 2, 3, or 4? Yes, yeah, Ibrahim. Ibrahim?
Paragraph 3.
Yes, that's right. Paragraph 3 talks about a musician and singer. Number 2 or B, airline pilot. Which one was that? Airline pilot, ya Ragad.
Paragraph number 1.
Number 1, it is for the airline pilot. So let me write them here. I hope that it will work now, but we will move with the questions until I can write. C, TV and theater actor. Which one was that, ya Jamil?
The next one.
Which is number 2. That's
2.
right. And one, a charity worker, Ahmad. Yes, ya Ahmad, the charity worker. It's
number 4.
Yes, that's number 4. 4, that's right. So we have number 1 with B, number 2 with C, and number 3 for A, and number 4 for D. Unfortunately, there is something wrong with my laptop. I can't write now or right now. Let us move to the question, to the next question, which is B. Complete the table from the text. Just a moment. Be patient with me, ya Tawjih. Actually, with my laptop. Again, I can write now. We said number 1 with B, number 2 with C, number 3 with A, and number 4 with D. As you can see, Tawjihi, no need to write the full name of the job. Only the letters, it's okay. Type question number 2 or B, complete the table from the text. We have the names of the people who talked about their real jobs, if you remember. James Hutching, Jane Nicholson, Amina Quraishi, and Pin Harbour, those people really work in these jobs. And they talk about them for people who are thinking of them as dream jobs, because we said there is some fantasy involved in the dream job. So they talk about the reality of their jobs. Now you are going to talk about the negatives of each jobs. We said James Hutching's job is Yahala. What is his job first?
Air, airline pilot.
Yes, he is an airline pilot. He said that there are some negatives or let's say disadvantages of being an airline pilot. Number one, it's not exciting because why it's not exciting?
Because you just see the insides of airports.
That's right, good, because you just see inside the airport. See inside the airport. What about the second negative about being an airline pilot?
There's no job
Yeah,
security.
there is no job security. Yes. The airport. And the second one, there is no job security. Do we have any other negative about this job? Because in one of the ministry exams or questions about this text in the exam, they ask you to give 3 points. Which one could it be? Hala, can you go on with your answer, please?
Yes. It doesn't suit for the people who are married or
Yeah.
old.
يعني it is suit people when they are young and single. Good. It is not suitable for old people or those who are married. Thank you. What about Jane Nicholson? What was her job first, yeah, Ibrahim? What was her job?
TV and theater actor.
Good. She was an actor. So what does she say about the negative things about being an actor? Oh, yeah, Ibrahim, can you answer?
Uh, yes, we can see the negative, like the pressure, the stage fright, and the long without work.
Good.
Unless
So
you
we
are a big
pressure,
star, you
pressure.
never know. We can say no. Just pressure still.
يعني no need to say you never know when the new job or new role you can have. It is enough to say pressure, stage fright, and as you said, long periods without work. مش هيك؟ What's wrong?
Yes.
Long periods without work. Yes, let's move to Amina Quraishi. What was her job, يا رغد? Amina.
The negative. Her job is pianist and singer. But
Again?
the negative of her job,
Yes, she was a pianist and singer. What were the
it's
negatives? The negatives of her job. Yes, please.
the negative of her job. It's because his love of the Miss راحت الشاشة.
You can answer. You don't have the original text?
اللي هي إنها مثلا الساعات الليلية طويلة والعمل صعوبة مثلا بقول hard practice and the life will start at night.
Good. But thank you, yeah, Ragad. Let's have the accurate answer of someone else because you don't have the screen in front of you. Jamil, give me the answer. Thank you, Ragad.
About which one, miss?
Number 3, Amina Quraishi.
Amina Quraishi.
Yeah,
She's a musician and singer. The negative
musician.
of
Yeah,
her job, the negative of her job, it is a life of late night,
late nights. Yeah.
late nights, and a
Mhm.
long hour practiced and traveling from a place to place,
So,
and some she's the salary of her business can't give her.
and it is enough to make a living, huh?
Yeah,
Only to
yes.
make a living. So we can say, thank you, ya Jamil. Late nights, that's number 1. Long hours of practicing, of practicing. And the last one, we can say, to be brief, not being paid enough. Not being paid enough. Type. Can any one of you tell me when I say someone is not being paid enough? Can I have a word with a prefix that we learned from previous lessons means not being paid enough? What is it?
Underpaid.
Hala.
Underpaid.
Excellent. They are underpaid. Thank you. Good, Yahala. Let's move to Ben Harper. He's a charity worker, as you can see here. Charity workers are like businesses. People at the top are paid, but this is a negative thing. But what? Ahmad.
Those lower down are often volunteers.
Good. Those lower down are often volunteers. يعني they are not paid. Good. Let's move to the next question. طبعا I expect that you have screenshots for the answers while we are answering. Answer the questions. Now, we have a question which is matching names of jobs with paragraphs. Then complete. طبعا complete, it could be in a form of a table like the one that we have just finished. It could be in a form of a diagram. You know what do you mean by a diagram? What do you mean by a diagram توجيهي؟ رسم توضيحي يعني you have circles, you have lines, something like that. And then it could be يعني the original statements that you know. Number 1, 2, 3, 4. In any way, in any form you have it, only you have to complete with information from the text itself. So don't worry about such questions. Now, the third type of questions for comprehension text is WH questions: what, when, where, why, etc. Let's start with number 1. What is the purpose of the survey? What is the aim of the survey? Yes, ya Ibrahim. The aim is
to reveal the top 10 dream jobs.
Can you repeat the answer? I couldn't hear you, unfortunately. To
Actually, they make a survey to reveal the top 10 dream jobs.
very good. It is to reveal, yani to show the dream jobs. And you can say the top 10 dream jobs in the UK. But it is to talk about the reality of jobs, because we said, again, some fantasy is involved in the dream jobs. Number two, why is James satisfied with his job at the moment? Pay attention. At the moment, he's satisfied with his job, but later on, he will not be satisfied. Why is he satisfied, Yahala? Why? So I
It
should start with
suits
because.
because he is young and single.
Good, because he's still young and single. And this is, as we said, the third point of if you talk about the negatives, they are not suitable for old and married people. I mean, being airline pilots. Type, where does the trick lie in musicians' jobs? Where is the trick lie? Yeah, Ahmed.
The trick is to make a living.
Yes, how to make a living from the job. The trick lies in how to make a living from the job. And how can you put the food on the table? That's only the job of being a musician or a singer. Type. Number two, the next question, I mean, sorry, D, decide whether the following statements are true or false according to the text. James is surprised that many people want to be pilots. Is it true or false? Hala. Is he surprised that people want to be pilots? This is number one. This was the first choice for them. I, Jamil.
It's true.
Yeah, yes,
Yes.
Hala. Thank you. Yes, Hala. Jamil will answer the next one. Hala.
It's true.
Yes, that's true. Thank you. Number two, yeah, Jamil. Jane feels that her job is special. Jane, who is the actor.
Jane. Yes, she's an actor.
Yes.
Yes, this is
So
true. True.
this is true. Yes, good. And then the last one, the majority of musicians are paid enough from their jobs, according to Amina. What do you think, yeah, Ahmed?
False.
It's false. We said one of the negatives that they are underpaid, or what they are paid is not enough for them. Now, the next question, write what the following pronouns refer to. So we have true, false, and now the referential pronouns. We have they, and I have to return back to the text, which they, it's not underlined here, unfortunately. So I will try to put it here for you. They, we mean this they. Uh, they, that's it.
James.
Look at what I underlined, ya Jamil. They. What does it refer to? Hmm. Can you answer, ya Jamil?
Can you just a minute, please?
Yeah.
The people whose dream be a pilot,
So
flying
it's
pilot.
for workers. Yeah. It's for workers or people whose dream job is being pilots. Tamam? So they refers to people.
The people whose dream or want to be
Ah,
airplane.
very good. People who want to be pilots. Or you can say people whose dream job is to be pilots. It's okay. I will try to put it here for you in order to be able to write the second one. Us. Now, us is in paragraph 2, and it's here. Mhm. Just a moment. It should be underlined here, but I don't know why they did not do that. Mhm.
most of us or
Most of us. Which
us.
line? Can you help me, Ibrahim?
In paragraph 3 أمينة قريشي
No,
third
we are not.
paragraph.
We
I
are not
don't
talking
know.
about Amina. We are talking about Jane.
I found it in
Let me see.
Uh-huh.
أمينة.
Uh,
And
so
she
so it
said
could be. It could be in paragraph 3 if it is not here. In paragraph 2, most of us, yes. So us here refers to the one that I underlined here. If you find it in paragraph 2, it would be something else. So most of us refers to Aya Hala,
musicians.
musicians and singers. That's right. Good. Um, let me see the last one, and then I will write them. We have it. Oh, so I missed something. It. This is in paragraph 2. It outweighs the many negatives like the pressure, etc. So it refers to what, ya Ahmad? There is nothing I'd rather do. The feeling that you get is like nothing else and it outweighs. So it refers to أيوة يا جميل.
Can you repeat the question, please?
The pronoun it in paragraph 2. And I underlined it, if you can see.
Maybe the feeling
Yes, the feeling of whom?
of the
The
people.
which
The
people?
people,
If you say the feeling, it's not enough. Let's say there is something miss in your answer.
the people whose
The feeling,
uh, feelings
we are
of
talking
people
about,
who need to be an actor.
yeah. So you can say the feeling actors get. That's the correct answer or the accurate answer. Type. What about us? We said it refers to musicians and singers. And I will write it here. And singers. Yes. Answer the following questions. Why does James' job suit him at present? Pay attention, توجيهي. These questions are not in the same exam. They are found in another exam. Yani this text came into exams. We have two versions of the questions about them. So we will try to answer the ones that I will write, I mean, the ones that are different from the ones above. Why does James' job suit him at present? We answered this and repeat the answer, please, Hala.
Because he's single and young.
Very good. He is still single and young. What are the negatives of being a theater actor? Now, in the previous version, they ask you about it, 4 jobs, the negatives. But here, they ask you about the theater actor negatives. So, Ahmad, can you tell us what are they? Huh? The negatives of being a theater actor. Ibrahim, please. Oh, Ahmad, can you
Uh,
answer?
oh, okay. The pressure and still fright and then period without work.
Without work. Good. Pressure, stage fright, and long periods without work. طيب, how do musicians see their jobs? يعني, what is their reaction towards their jobs? يعني, how do they describe their jobs? طبعا, one of the musicians do that, who is Amina. Ibrahim, tell me.
The first, it's a life of late night, long
Late night.
hours practicing,
Good.
traveling from place to place, being paid just enough to put food
Not
on the
paid
table.
enough. So again, here they ask you about negatives of being a musician, but in another way. How do musicians see their jobs? They talked, طبعا one of them who is Amina talked about the negatives of this job. So in any way, we write the answers above. Decide if the statements are true or false. James would like to stay in his job for the rest of his life. This is a new thing they ask you about. So, Hala, what do you think?
False.
That's false. He doesn't want to be a pilot for the rest of his life. After how many years did he say that he will stop being a pilot? Do you remember, Hala?
10 years.
Very good. In 10 years' time, he will do something else. He will not be a pilot. Number two, if you are not a big star, you never know where the next job is going to come from. Is it true or false, yeah, Jamil?
This is a false.
If you are not a big star, you never know where the next job is going to come from. Is it false?
No, it is true.
It's
I'm sorry.
true. Don't worry. Number three, good singers and successful singers make the same living. What do you think? Oh, yeah, Ibrahim.
False.
False. We said we have singers, good singers, and successful singers, and these three things are different, which means their living or their salaries, what they get, what they are paid, is different also. Complete the following sentences. You can see توجيهي here. The completion statements are in form of statements, not a table, not a diagram. Type. James thinks his work is not as exciting as people might think because. يعني here he's going to talk about what, يا هلا?
The negative of the job.
Very good. The negative things. So give me the first one, please.
You can just see the insides of airports, and
Yeah,
there's no much security, and it
job
suits
security.
just who are yeah, and it suits just who are young and single.
Good. يعني number one, you don't see the world, just the inside of the airport. Number two, there isn't much job security. They might ask you, what do you mean by there is not much job security? يعني there are lots of ways in which you can lose your job. And the last one, it is not suitable for you if you are old and married to make a living from it. يعني it is suitable only for single and young people. Anyone can become a musician, but the trick is, again, they asked you about this in the previous version. So how can we answer this, yeah, Ahmed? Ahmed,
make a
please.
living.
Yeah.
Make a living.
So the trick of being a musician is how to make a living from it. How can you get enough money for your life? Good. In this way, we finished discussing two versions of the Ministry of Education exams on the first text in Unit 7, page 68. For next time, inshallah, next Sunday, the 19th of January at 4:10, we are going to discuss questions about the second text, which is on page 70. We have two texts, if you remember. One of them about Milton Secondary School, and the other was about, I think, Minister of Education, who was talking about job prospects for the uh, students who are going to move to universities. I must stop now. Time is finished. Let me stop the recording and then have the attendance. Thank you.